Hi, it's Kathy, and I am back with another episode of Tippin on Tuesday. And today I'm going to show you how to make these cute little Christmas crackers and give you some tips along the way. So let's get started. For this one, you will need one of the 6x6 pieces of the Quilted Christmas Designer Series paper. And what's kind of fun about this project is that there is no cutting for it other than cutting with scissors. Then you're going to need some silver glimmer paper that has been cut out with the snowflake has been cut out with the seasonal layers dies. A piece of the red glimmer paper that has been punched out using the Duet Banners punch. A scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock. And a piece of the red tinsel ribbon that these are both 13 inches long. You're going to need 2 of them. So I've got, I haven't cut it in half yet. So let's go ahead and do that. So for stamping, all you're going to need is from the Seasonal Chums stamp set, the little Merry Christmas here. And I'm going to use Tranquil Tide ink. And I'm just going to stamp that right in the center, just like that. Punch this out. And I'm just fine with the fact that it doesn't quite fit there because I'm going to trim it anyway. So I don't need to worry about that, because I want it to kind of angle along with this banner. So I'm just going to cut at an angle up either direction, just like that. Okay, and we'll set those to the side for assembly at the end. And I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored. So my 6x6 paper here, make sure I've got this where you can see, yes, okay, is set to score at 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and make sure it's an eighth, not a quarter. I tend to want to go over to that quarter, and I goofed up one of these because of that. It's 1/8, and then 5 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and score those. And then I'm going to turn it 90 degrees and move these over to 3/4, 1 1/4, and 1 3/4. And then I'm going to get one at 4 1/4, one at 4 3/4, and one at 5 1/4. Okay. You could also just do these 3 and then spin it around 180 degrees and do them again. But I was wanting to give you all of the measurements if you want to do them all in at one time. So I've got those, and now I'm going to do the 3 over here. Okay, so now I'm going to decide which side I want my cracker, and I want this one. So I'm going to fold all these back along each of the score lines this way. This is the 4 that we did first. And so now we've got these 3 little patterned ones. And now we're on the back side. This center one of the scores. I don't know if you can see those. You can see there's 1, 2, 3. This center one we want bent this direction. Like that. And then the other two are going to be the other direction. So they go back away from you this way. And so you're creating a little valley like that. Okay. All right, so then I'll take that and bring in my envelope punch board. And on this, each of the 4 lines, the original lines, I'm going to line up the left-hand edge with the 1/4 inch measurement here. And I guess that's the 1 1/4 inch measurement. So, and I'm going to punch. And then I'm going to fold down and punch again. And I'm going to go down all 4 of these. And then I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing on this other side. And again, matching up with this 1/4. So then we'll lay this flat, and over on this short side here, we're going to use some liquid glue. And this is on that little 1/2 inch side. We're going to put some liquid glue down it. Just like that. And now to get this to lay flat, I'm going to fold this direction and then just close this up on top. And that makes it nice and flat, and it meets well. And there's our little cracker. Okay, so then for the assembly here, I want to use glue dots with this little piece so it'll stick well to the glitter paper. So I'm just going to put a couple of glue dots on the back here and place that right there. Then I'll grab a couple of dimensionals and place them here on the banner. Put them on the snowflake. And again, just put a couple dimensionals on the back right in those same spots. And then place it here on my cracker. Then take my cords and put them down and then wrap, and then just kind of pull snugly on them, and that will cause this to close. So you can do the one and have it closed up on the one side. My boat, there we go. And then go ahead and just set this and put it in here until you're ready to stuff it. But I will tell you that 2 Lindor truffles fits quite nicely in here. So that's a nice little treat to have at your Christmas table this year. Or I was telling my class that we just made this at if they would love to slide a $50 bill in there and give that to me for Christmas, I would be more than happy to take that. So then you'll just finish it out with the other ribbon up here. So let's bring in the one that's all finished so you can see it again. Isn't that adorable? So I hope you have a happy holiday, and tune in next week for another edition of Tippin' on Tuesday.